Welcome to today's Explainer Clinic team. Let's kick things off with a bit of a provocative thought. What would it actually mean for your daily workflows if you could handle all those routine administrative tasks in literally half the time, while somehow improving the quality of your output? Well, that is the ultimate promise of AI in the workplace. But as your senior consultant today, I've got to be real with you. There's a massive gap between just switching an AI tool on and actually using it safely and effectively. So today, we're going to bridge that gap. I'm going to show you exactly how to calibrate your judgment and truly become a master of the machine.
Here's our roadmap for today's session. 1. The AI manager's mindset. 2. Spotting AI hallucinations. 3. Identifying hidden bias. 4. Reject, escalate, or accept. And 5. The ultimate critique checklist.
All right, let's dive right into Section 1, the AI manager's mindset. You know, there is a world of difference between just generating text with AI and actually using it well. Using it well requires a crucial, absolutely non-negotiable skill, and that is systematic critique. We can't just skim an AI summary, think, it looks good enough, and send it off. We have to thoroughly evaluate it for accuracy, check it for bias, ensure it's complete, and verify its overall reliability. You really need to think of yourself not just as an AI user, but as an AI manager. And just like you'd supervise a junior intern on their very first day, you need to review this AI's work with a highly critical eye.
So, to critique effectively, we first need to clearly define the exact hazards we're looking for. Let's start with a really big one: hallucinations. This is when the AI simply makes things up. It generates information that is nowhere to be found in your source material. Sometimes, it's just a minor inflation of a number, but other times, the AI creates completely false narratives. It hallucinates a fake Harvard study, or just pulls a statistic entirely out of thin air. As an AI manager, catching these hallucinations is your absolute first line of defense.
The second major hazard we've got to be vigilant for is bias. Look, AI models are trained on massive data sets created by humans, which means human biases are baked right into the system. Sometimes these unconscious assumptions creep into the AI's output, and that results in discriminatory language or deeply unfair conclusions based on protected characteristics, things like gender or age. And obviously, that completely compromises the fairness of whatever evaluation or task we're trying to complete.
Let's move on to Section 2, spotting AI hallucinations, and see what this actually looks like in practice.
Take a look at this AI-generated candidate summary for a software engineer named Alex. The AI says he graduated from Stanford, led a team of 5 engineers for 2 years, and has 150 GitHub repositories. Sounds highly impressive, right? Maybe a little too impressive. If you were rushing through your day, you might just copy and paste this summary right over to the hiring manager. But let's see what happens when we verify the AI's claims against Alex's actual resume. When we put the AI output right next to the actual resume, wow, the sheer scale of the invention is wild. We immediately spot the hallucinated prestige here. Alex went to State University, not Stanford. The AI literally inflated his 6 years of experience to 8. It completely fabricated a leadership role over a team of 5 engineers that is absolutely nowhere on his resume. And those 150 repositories? Total fiction. The AI basically wrote some highly ambitious fan fiction about Alex's career.
Now, it's tempting to look at that and think, well, okay, the general vibe is right. He's a solid engineer. No, absolutely not. This output must be rejected entirely. Over time, accepting good enough is a dangerous trap, because these small and in this case very large errors compound. They degrade our overall quality and destroy trust in our systems. When you spot multiple hallucinations like this, the output is fundamentally unreliable. You reject it, rewrite your prompt, and start over from scratch.
Now for Section 3, identifying hidden AI bias. Let's uncover some of those assumptions.
Read this output carefully. This was generated from a set of totally neutral interview notes where a candidate named Jessica simply asked about the company's flexible working hours. Let that sink in for a second and ask yourself, what massive assumptions is the AI making about Jessica's overall commitment simply because she mentioned the word flexibility?
This brilliantly illustrates exactly how AI bias works in practice. The AI took a very simple, standard preference for flexibility and spun it into an unfixable, completely discriminatory conclusion. It assumed gender roles, it coded wanting flexibility as a lack of commitment, and it inferred she wasn't serious without a single shred of concrete evidence. This type of bias should instantly disqualify the AI's output, never the candidate. You can never let something like this slide as being close enough.
Which brings us to Section 4, reject, escalate, or accept. let's talk about making the right call.
Consider this rather fascinating scenario. An AI tool summarizes a candidate's resume and confidently declares them ready for a senior role immediately, just based on their past titles. But your actual human interview panel comes back with feedback that directly contradicts that. They noted vague examples, discomfort with team dynamics, and concluded the person is definitely not ready for leadership. So, what do you do when the machine and the humans completely disagree? Let's look at the playbook.
Our decision matrix gives us a very clear path forward here. If it's clean output, great, accept it. If there's a minor tone issue, just give it a quick revise. Major bias or hallucinations, reject and start over. But notice that bottom row. When AI conflicts with human judgment, you escalate. You send it to a human manager because the disagreement itself is vital data. The AI completely lacks human context, and resolving that kind of conflict requires actual human leadership.
Finally, Section 5, the ultimate critique checklist. Let's standardize our approach. You might want to print this out or just keep it handy on your second monitor. You need to work systematically through these first 4 checks every single time you review an AI output. Step 1, check for accuracy and those fake facts we talked about. Step 2, completeness. Did the AI skip the hard stuff? Step 3, fairness. Are there bias signals? And Step 4, consistency. Does it actually match your human notes?
And Step 5, this is the final and honestly arguably the most important step. Evaluate judgment. You constantly have to ask, is this a decision the AI should even be making in the first place? AI is fantastic at volume. It can scan 100 resumes in seconds, but it is terrible at nuance. Humans own the nuance, like assessing leadership capability. Always make sure the AI is staying in its lane.
So, as you go out and apply this calibration clinic to your next 10 AI outputs, I want to leave you with a final provocative thought. What happens when you don't just fix these errors in isolation, but you actually document them? Think about how your detailed feedback, catching those exact hallucinations and biases, could actually improve our prompts, educate our wider teams, and fix the entire system. The more systematically you critique, the faster you spot the issues, and the better our AI tools become for everyone. Go put it into practice. Thanks for joining this Explainer Clinic.